Hey guys, and welcome to Deku Tarot. We're going to deviate from the norm today and talk a little bit about our friend Mary Jane. So I decided to put that out for now just because it'd be way too hard to talk, smoke, and be in 90-degree weather all at the same time. So I want to get into kind of why I started and what kind of got me into medical marijuana or marijuana for its medical benefits. When I was a teenager, I was going through a lot of pain and a lot of problems with my endometriosis. And I'll talk about that in a totally separate video. I've been working up to that, but it's kind of a really personal story and a lot to get into. And I just got surgery, so I've been just trying to give myself a little space on that, but do keep an eye out for that. I will be talking about that in a separate video. So I really was just going through a rough time in terms of all my pain and feeling sick all the time and having a lot of bloating, and they had me in all different types of, birth control and stuff. So my hormones were all out of whack, and I was going through a lot of anxiety, depression, and the physical pain and the physical problems with my health just weren't going away. They were just getting worse. So when I was a senior in high school, my boyfriend at the time just saw me in a lot of pain and was like, you know what? Cancer patients, use medical marijuana for help, and it really helps them. Maybe it'll help you. And so he got me some, and it really, really helped. And I was very surprised because I had never really thought that would really help me. I never thought that was a real option that could really benefit my health and benefit my experience overall with endometriosis. So that was just one really incredible benefit for me. I mean, yes, it does help also with anxiety and depression, and I went through a lot with that in terms of hormone issues and just going through a lot. I went through a lot around high school and into college. I had some major losses and a lot of really big changes in my life, and I was going through a lot of anxiety, and I was pretty depressed, and it really pulled me out of that hole. So that was really just, it really just brought an incredible amount of, relaxation, of calmness, and my abilities to, just move past my anxiety and really focus actually better in terms of working through college and just keeping myself on track, especially mentally and with my emotions. So getting back more into the physical benefits to my health that it's really given me, one major example of that has been the difference in recovery after my 2 surgeries. After my first surgery, I think it was back in 2017, yeah, it was 2017, April, I took the opioids, and when I was recovering, they give you all these, opioid pills to get through it, and they don't tell you that you become addicted, and it actually makes everything like 10 times worse. I was in so much pain, and my partner, who was actually with me and helped me out, took care of me through my recovery from that surgery and this one, really saw quite a difference, because this time, instead of, taking any opioids, like I didn't take any of the ones that they prescribed me, so yay to me. It was really just such an incredible difference. So instead of taking any of the painkillers, the opioids that they prescribed me, because marijuana is legal and you can buy medical stuff over at dispensaries in Massachusetts, where my parents live and where I get my surgeries. So that was just an incredible experience, being able to go and get medical stuff and actually talk to them and say, this is what I'm going through. These are, this is what I'm feeling. This is how, I'm feeling mentally and physically. And, I'm going to be in a lot of pain. So what would you recommend? And they really were like, it was amazing. Like what they prescribed me. I mean, I'm saying prescribed me, but what they recommended me in terms of, what to use. I personally like more control, and whenever I smoke and whenever I, consume marijuana, I like to be more in control of that. So I like smoking and I like leaf better than I like edibles. Although the edibles really, really, really helped in terms of getting me to physically feel less, how do I describe this? Like less bloated, less stressed out internally. Like my body just felt a lot more relaxed, and I was able to recover a lot more easily, and I was able to actually sleep a lot more, which I wasn't really able to after that first surgery when I was just taking the opioids. Because as soon as, you stop taking those, your body just goes into withdrawal, and it freaks out, and it makes you really, really sick. So I didn't have to go through that this time, and that was just such a much more positive experience for me and a lot less mentally stressful and upsetting, because just the fear of having to go through that again had my anxiety levels like way up here for months before my surgery, because I was afraid that, you know, I was going to have to go through all this pain again, and I was going to have to take these pills. And then my parents were like, well, no, there's a dispensary right near us. So my partner was able to get me again all like the wonderful marijuana, like medical marijuana that's, you know, made for pain. Like I had one that was called Cannatonic, and it was just CBD leaf, and we would mix that with one that was, you know, a little bit more mentally relaxing, so that I could go to sleep and also, you know, feel all those physical effects. And let me tell you, like I have never felt like such immediate pain relief, and like after a surgery than I did, you know, with that. Even the first night, like it really just numbed me, and I can't thank the people who grew that, who decided to make that, and just the earth itself for creating such a wonderful, magical, you know, plant that just helps so much. And I know a lot of people use it recreationally. I mean, me too. It's awesome in terms of relaxing, in terms of, you know, connecting with people, having a good time, you know, even getting to sleep at night. It really helps with my insomnia. I'm a horrible insomniac. I've never been a good sleeper. I hate falling asleep. Maybe it's Aries, Mars, Mercury, whatever. But I have such a hard time sleeping, and it really, really helps me there as well. So it has really changed my life and made me really be able to relax, stay grounded, be connected more, even in readings. Before, I mean, what metaphysical, you know, witch out there doesn't use marijuana to help you get into the mindset? Even if you don't use that, you know, even if you're not into it, you know, a lot of people use Damiana, which you can also mix with marijuana. So that's another thing that I wanted to bring up here. Some things you can mix with it in terms of herbs, Damiana, mugwort. Of course, make sure you're not allergic to these, and don't use mugwort every single day. And if you use it, you know, a few days a week, you know, take a week off because it builds up and it's not good for you. I'm not, you know, the medical professional on that, but do look that up. So don't use mugwort every day, but it is great. It's great for expanding your mind, anti-anxiety, relaxation, Damiana as well. It's known, and again, you can go look all this stuff up online. It's really, I just really like also the flavors together. I throw a little lavender in there as well sometimes when you're rolling something, or you can use a bowl, or even a bong. Like I have this rose quartz bowl that my sister got me for Christmas. It's very, very nice. You can use a more traditional glass one, because, so I'm bringing that up just because, Nura over on Twitter, you asked me, you know, what I use in terms of, you know, how I smoke and stuff like that. So you can use bowls, you can roll it up with tobacco, with any of those herbs I just talked about as well. So those are just some ways that you can smoke it and get some really good benefits out of it. I really find, you know, with Damiana, mugwort, I also really like a little bit of vervain in there sometimes. What is the other one that I use? I can't think of what it is right now. I don't know, guys. If I remember, I'll put it in the comments, some other herbs that I use to smoke or roll with marijuana. But they're very relaxing. They help you get connected. Sometimes it's really nice before a meditation to get you really in that mindset, in that energy, really open. Okay, so I really like it for all those purposes. But the medical, I mean, getting out of the metaphysical and the more fun stuff, getting back into the medical here. So living with stage 4 endometriosis is a lot of inflammation, not just from the scar tissue that it creates, and not just in the ovaries, but in all of the surrounding organs, really. And it makes me have some really bad days sometimes. So, you know, for stomach problems, for pain, for what feels like no reason, just because maybe I ate some dairy or something. It really can throw my day off and make me feel terrible. And I have a lot of bad days, but marijuana has really, really helped me conquer those bad days so that I can continue working, so that I can continue being a person and not having to just lie around all the time. Like, there were so many days for so long where I would just have to lie in bed all day and I couldn't do anything because I was in so much pain, or I felt so sick. And it was very depressing. It was very, very depressing, and a lot for me to get through mentally. And obviously these issues, these physical issues, leave a lot of anxiety. And this also, you know, marijuana also helps with those issues for me as well, in terms of getting through the depression, getting through the anxiety, especially coming up to my surgeries or times where I think I'm going to have my period and it's going to be really, really painful. It helps me kind of be able to sleep at night and not freak out constantly and not have this impending doom feeling, you know, just like saying, you know, it's just around the corner, it's going to happen again, it's going to be that bad. It really helps me put those things in perspective and feel a lot better. So for me, it's been a miracle. It's been an absolute miracle herb for me in my life. And I just wanted to share that all with you guys, just from my own personal experiences. I know some people are super against it and stuff out there, but I hope that this changes your mind. And I hope that you can see that it really helps people. I mean, it helps so many people with really serious medical problems all around the world, and it's sad to me that they try to continue to push drugs on you constantly, you know, pills all the time, which are just so bad for you. Like the fact that they were so willing to give me opioids after my surgery and nobody asked if I wanted a medical marijuana prescription is just crazy to me. Like, wouldn't you just prescribe me this when this helps me so much more? Don't I have a choice in this? So I hope that, you know, this video can bring up conversations like that and bring up, you know, just a difference of opinion maybe for some of you on what marijuana does for people, and that it's not, you know, this gateway drug and all this stuff, because I've been smoking for years and I don't do anything else. I don't dabble in other drugs and stuff like that. I'm not like addicted to anything else. I choose this because it really helps me, and it really, really helps my physical problems, my mental problems, and it really helps me be a functioning human in society every day. So I hope that, again, that this reaches some of you, and let me know in the comments below your experiences, if it's helped you, if it's helped someone that you love. I would love to know, okay? Do let me know your experiences. Do let me know any questions that you have, anything else that you want to know, and if you want me to talk more about this, okay? I love you guys so much. Do check out all the tarot readings that I got up here, you know, my weeklies, my monthlies, and my other messages that I put out. Do check them out, guys, and make sure to subscribe, and please do leave me a comment, okay? Thanks so much.